On the 2nd of October 2022, the Twitter account of Team Vitality sent out this tweet. In it, announcing that the young prodigy Zen had joined their team, and that he would replace one of the current players on the roster. The only thing, he wasn't even able to play in the RLCS until the 20th of February 2023, his 16th birthday. This was because of a year-long ban he had received on his 15th birthday, for secretly playing in the RLCS on another player's account. Leading up to the date Zen would be unbanned, he began to play 1v1 show matches, a lot of them. In these show matches, he would begin to really make a big name for himself, and take down all of the best 1v1 players in the world, slowly making his way up, with his opponents only getting better and better. Until it was time to play against the undisputed king of 1v1, the one and only Rewas, who turned out to be just enough to end Zen's win streak.
That could be game and the series and world number 1 for Rewas. The streak has ended. Rewas is the man to do it. And Zen is out of here. I mean, I can understand that. He must be absolutely devastated.
Even though he had lost, thanks to his win streak, Zen was now a household name in the RL esports community, before he had even made his official debut in the RLCS. Zen's arrival in the RLCS was long anticipated, but he was finally here, replacing Sizen on the starting roster, the team of Alpha 54, where Dozin and Zen started their first RLCS regional. After making it through the first 2 rounds, Team Vitality had to face their biggest rival, because after winning the last major, Karmine Corp was regarded as the best team in the world. But when it came to it, Karmine Corp seemed to be no match for this new squad of Team Vitality. They then beat Team Liquid to go through to the grand final, where they had to play Liquid again. After almost getting bracket reset in the final, Team Vitality clutched up massively and beat Team Liquid, winning the first regional they played with Zen on the roster.
Here comes a Chronic. Reset, tries to fake the defenders out, but they're both waiting for him. He's given them the ball. Vitality are going to win this. They've done it. In their first regional with Zen, they are the champions of Europe.
Regional 2. Team Vitality breezed through all of their matches to end up in the grand final again. This time, however, they did get bracket reset by Karmine Corp, technically making this their first series loss in 2 whole regionals, even though they still ended up winning the final. This is also the point where people began to talk about a potential 3-peat for Team Vitality if they were to win the 3rd regional too. Regional 3. Team Vitality once again just looked unstoppable, only having 1 close series in the whole tournament against Team Liquid. And that wasn't even in the finals, because in the grand final, after a bit of a slow start, Team Vitality would go on to absolutely wreck Team BDS, making the 3-peat a reality. This is the first time a European or North American team has ever won all 3 regionals in one split.
On the 0-second mark, Vitality earn themselves the European regional treble!
But now, a new challenge was set for Team Vitality. Perhaps the most difficult challenge in all of RLCS. Winning all tournaments in one single split. After winning versus Elevate in the first round of the major, Vitality had to play against Complexity, who were looking pretty scary after their victory against Team Liquid. Team Vitality took the first game in the series, but quickly found themselves 2-1 down, with Complexity on match point.
Will they find confidence on match point? Complexity 1 game away.
If Vitality can win this series, it'll clinch them a world's main event spot. But they have to get through Complexity, and
there we go.
With one of the best in the world, Alpha 54, early on. Alpha, with no boost, still manages to make this one difficult. How tough can it be for Complexity? There's the pass. Oh, what a shot would have been. Follow-up from CRR. Of course it is. 11 seconds, 1 on the board. Make a wish, it comes true. Champions Field is among us. But something suspect's happening with Complexity. We could be going to OT. It's still up for Zen. CRR very appropriately cuts that one down. Needed to. Will it touch? It will. Here we go. Golden goal opportunity. Match point. Complexity. Can they do it?
We're 1 goal away for Complexity. Unless that's it. That's it.
CRR and Razebull specifically stood out in game 2 and changed the momentum of Complexity. So far, couple of demos. And did Razebull catch him off the crossbar? AJG can't secure it. The more these series change, the more they stay the same. It's been consistent. Did he get it? He did, but Razebull can't find the pitch.
and yet we remain scoreless at halftime.
Oh, he might have got it.
Alpha, don't do it to him.
So close.
TRR gives away a free air dribble to Alpha 54, who wanted to at least get a bump something else as the ball did get away from him.
They're cutting down the passes from Complexity, but that's fine. You get more than an opportunity to hold on to this ball. Alpha is down, leads off of the fake, and there's another big save from Complexity. They stand strong with under 10 to play. 5, the game clock turned off. CR has escaped upfield, and now 54 is finding a way to move it forward. Here comes Zen for the win, but it's saved from Ray's Bull. It will touch yet again, back-to-back, golden goal to decide it all. Graceful at the midfield, wonderful on the counterattacks. Both teams have had their fair share. CRR to Ray's Bull to CRR. It was beautiful. AJG off the post. Nobody's around. And it's a breakaway chance. Zen wide open. There it goes. Vitality. Do you believe it?
You missed your chances. Your one opportunity. It's off the post. And all the way back down to the other side we go.
A horrible choke by Complexity in Game 5 overtime caused Team Vitality to stay in the upper bracket to face Team BDS. This series, Vitality looked really shaky, taking only one game away from Team BDS. This was Vitality's first loss since Zen joined the team, if you don't count the bracket reset in the Spring Regional 2.
Rise up high, Monkey Moon Central. Rise wants to go it alone. He does not. Monkey Moon shoots. BDS topple the Kings of Europe.
Team BDS were sending Vitality to the lower bracket. This sure was a huge wake-up call for them, because next they proceeded to sweep Gen G, the last NA team left in the major. Later they played in perhaps the closest sweep ever seen in the RLCS versus Rule 1. To say the series was incredibly close would be an understatement. The first 3 games all went to overtime, with Game 3 being the longest overtime in RLCS LAN history. But the Vitality hype didn't stop there, because next it was Karmine Corp's turn.
You have Vatira in the back end, able to kind of clear things up. Now he's going to be leading the charge forward. Lots of space here on the side of Karmine Corp and Vatira! Zen, no, doesn't make contact, and now Vitality have to get back. Vatira may have an open net, he does!
The Alpha shot denied. Zen, not a lot in the tank. They almost thread the needle. There's Alpha, far side, back within 1. Here they come in formation. Exotic just got a piece of it, and the race to the ball. Oh, what a pass! What a turn by Zen to find Redosin and tie the series. Zen trying to duck it back in. 5 seconds left. Run forward by Redosin. But here in a real awkward spot, and Redosin could not capitalize. This will touch the ground. 1 goal to send somebody to face BDS in the final. Oh, that got grouped cleanly past Exotic. There it is! It is Alpha 54! Cleared for takeoff, and Vitality to the finals!
Off the kickoff! Alpha finishes the job! And again his arena explodes!
But now, it was time for their biggest challenge yet. The grand final of their first major as a new team. Against the team that beat them just 1 day ago. But I'll let Stax do the intro.
Boston, for the last time, our stage is set. From a field of 16 teams, we've narrowed it down to our Elite 2. Only one team can stand alone and raise that trophy. It's time to crown our last major champion of the season. On one side, the reigning champs are long overdue for a return to glory. But France's new heroes of the swarm have Boston buzzing. Your main event is finally here. Team BDS, Team Vitality, fire up and let's roll!
2 teams, 2 countries, 1 ever important trophy. I am Stumpy, with the greatest honor of my life to be alongside Cole, here in Boston for one of the greatest, most monumental series we will ever see.
You say 2 countries, and one of the key ones is the good old US of A as Redosin almost gets Vitality up to a blistering start. Alpha does.
When you saw them go into the lower bracket versus Gen G, and Gen G, they were like a rabbit thrown to the wolves. Radosin, he makes it 3. With a counter-attack now, Vitality on the prowl.
Seiko, great charge down. This might be the equalizer. It's totally open. BDS back in it.
20 seconds have gone. Has been BDS pushing. Seiko to shoot. It's long. It's good.
Alpha suckered in Monkey Moon, then bypassed him, and Zen has all the time and space in the world to play with an entire Nebula, and he uses each and every opportunity. He gets the reset, and he takes the lead back.
One long shot. Alpha just wants to get rid. Final 20 seconds. Counts down. Vitality in this game 3 has still got the lead. It's going to be another. Radosin can't quite get the dunk on Seiko. Alpha waits in his own corner. Tips it back, finds Zen, finds Alpha, finds backboard, finds Radosin. They find glory!
Team BDS have just upped their pace a little bit, and lovely fakes like that for
love
Rise
that
is what he does almost best in the world. He gets it to Seiko. The Rise show is back on. What a Monkey Moon. Gets there, Seiko, the first touch is good enough, and he follows it through as well. He sees the goal in front of him with a Zen-shaped car in between it. Leaves it to Monkey Moon, and Monkey Moon leaves nothing. Zen. He gets a clean touch. Seiko meets him. But Seiko's touch is only as far as Radosin. That should be one. You can hear it from the crowd. It is one. It's Royal Vitality that double up their lead, steal this series, take us back for the bracket reset with 10 seconds off now.
Final 5. Opportunity. Another save for Vitality. It's a long shot. It's on target. It's a bracket reset. Alpha goes long. Tries to find a player that no longer exists, but Zen on target opens up the series. Seiko up high, completely removes Zen from the play as well. That makes the offense a little bit easier. That's open for Rice to shoot. 2 to come in. Seiko, the benefactor of that goal.
Zen so far away from the opponent's goal, but that never stops with the pace that he has. A flip reset, a pre-flip. Rise is there. Rise is done, and Zen is amazing. Alpha wants to beat Monkey Moon to the ball. Zen doesn't let that happen. Now Zen has to watch as Seiko tees up Rise, and Rise redirects with a bomb.
Round the side of 1, but the double commit from Vitality sees more and more challenges. BDS now looking big, looking open as the net is. Vitality! They're going to rotate through those midfield boosts. Keep it confident, keep it strong. A pass central. Alpha! Over and over again we've seen BDS shoot. They've had great chances too. BDS not able to break them down. Over Alpha to the ceiling!
And gets Vitality ticking again until the 1-2. Monkey Moon is there! Monkey Moon is shooting! BDS not giving up! It's all of them have never won an RLCS major before. Alpha! And that monkey may be finally coming off his back! Goes into touch, it's almost weak. It was floating, but he made something from it. Turned it into the piece of Alpha Genius! Rise defense from the backboard. It has to be more. It has to be now. It will be. It's surely going in.
What? Wow! The final 30 ticks down. It's another way goal. It's a counter-attack. The 10 seconds ticks down. The crowd erupts. The numbers fly from their mouths. Vitality, with victory in their veins, find success in Boston!
In the end, Team Vitality was just too much for Team BDS to handle. The team of Alpha 54, Radosin, Zen, and not to mention Farah, their brilliant coach, had done the unthinkable, winning all 3 Spring Regionals and the Spring Major. They had just performed the perfect split, something that no other team has ever done. This record will likely never be broken again, at least not in the near future. But Team Vitality has one opportunity to make their record even more impressive than it already is. By winning the World Championship, they would almost certainly create an unbreakable record. But even if they don't, they've already cemented themselves as one of the true greats in this esports history. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed, and also leaving a like would be much appreciated.
And your Spring Major champions, completing a perfect